Welcome, welcome. I can see you all. I can see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Boss Malco, I can see you. Boss Evans, I can see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Boss Lady Christiana, I can see you. Boss Lady Mavis, I can see you. Inform them that we are about to start. Inform them that we are about to start. And before we do, I'll be giving something to the early comers. Mama Gan, I can see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you are from Aflao. Mama Gan Hojige. Wow, that's wonderful. That's my way. You are when you are going to your place, you pass by my way. I'm from. I stay at Sudan Couple at times. Boss Lady Fulera, I can see you. Welcome from. Welcome, welcome. I can see you all. I can see you all. Please try and inform everyone to be on the call right now. We are coming to talk about something very important, and I would like to show something before I start. So it's very important a lot of people see it before we start. UK, Dr. Kwame from UK, welcome. You're all welcome. Both Lady Harriet, welcome. Your health for all. Dr. Kunedu Yadom. Okay, that's wonderful. Please inform everyone on the call. I'm trying to do that. That we are starting now. I know it's not probably 7 exactly on your phone. They said the time, your time, the time, and our time. Boss Lady Fulera from Bulgaria. Yeah, I can see you always on the call as much as possible. I can see you all. Please let everybody join right now because this is a very essential thing we are coming to talk about. It's so important that all of us have a good knowledge of it, a good grasp of it, because it will help us in many, many ways. Always remember that whatever you are doing, you should do all the best you can when it comes to your goals, your aspirations, your purpose. And in doing that, you will become role model for others. You may not even know it, but that's what will happen if you keep doing it well. So let's not forget, this is a very important thing that we need to know about. Everybody in your team should be on this call. I'm coming to talk from my heart to you. So please, let's remember and get everyone on the call. But before I start, I want to show you something. Please pay attention to every single word that comes. It's a very short thing. Every single word that comes. Please listen to this.
Your dream is waiting on you. Your dream is waiting to become your reality. That book you write, that
You'll notice sometimes if you see me on stage, my fingers are like this. I'm holding it to my side very subtly, but my fingers are like this.
that message you deliver, that business you start. Dream is waiting on you. Your dream is waiting to become your reality. That book you write, that message you deliver, that business you start, that love you step in, and you just got to give yourself a chance to go, hold on. I'm not going to keep staying in the starting position and never go anywhere. I'm not going to start and stop. I'm not going to wonder. I'm not going to be like an athlete in the starting position and stay here for the next 5, 6, 7 years. I want to give my life, my future, a chance. I'm going to rise to the occasion. And I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Why not go? You deserve to just go. And then when it doesn't work, do it again.
Okay, okay. Please, if you heard what was said in the video, put 1 in the chat column. Let me be sure you heard it right. Put 1 in the chat column if you heard what was said in the video. Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Hansen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. And this spoke to me personally. I don't know about you. This evening, I am Epiphania Enyonam Sefenu. As you can see on the call, I'm a nurse and I lecture. I'm also an entrepreneur, and currently I am trying to get my second. So we are coming to talk about something that is so vital. It is the very core of us. And if we grasp this, everything else becomes so easy. And this is the reason we are actually here. So I want you to be patient. I want you to listen carefully, take notes as you can, and we are going to talk to each other as we go through this. And what are we coming to talk about? Let's see. Okay. Let me share my, okay. Please, if you can see what I'm displaying, just type 1 in the chat column so that I know. Type 2 rather, so that it doesn't confuse me. Can you see what I'm displaying right now? Wonderful. So you can see. So this evening we are coming to talk about your why, your reason, your purpose, your dream. It doesn't matter how you decide to label it. We are coming to talk about something that is very core. All of us come from all types of background. We have our reason, we have our purpose of doing everything. If we are not even aware, it is there. It is lingering at the back of our minds. There are a lot of things that motivate people to do things. Whatever you do, in whatever way you want to go around it, What is called your why is very important. We came from all sorts of backgrounds with all sorts of challenges, especially if you come from this part of the world. You would have overcome so many challenges in life. No one has it easy to get to whatever stage that they are in right now in life. It is through struggles, but it is something that keeps pushing us forward each time. And that is what we are coming to talk about. And when we discover this, it makes life purposeful. It gives direction to our lives. That is why we need to understand this to the core, to understand it so that whatever we do in life, we'll be able to fulfill what we've planned. Because I can assure you, without it, it will only end on the way. We will not actualize what we've planned from the beginning. What is your why? What is your reason? What is your purpose? What is your dream? This is what we are coming to talk about. What is motivating you? These are the basic things that we need to get a whole lot of grasp with, no matter what we do. Simon Sinek, he's someone who became big because he decided to build himself around finding the why. He decided to find the purpose in his life. And because of that, he's become world renowned for this. Everybody you know who has been an achiever in their life, this is one thing they found along the line in their life, and they held on to it. So this is what we also have to get a grasp on. When you find this, you realize that it becomes like a light bulb in your head. It opens up opportunities for you. So understanding and getting this is very, very essential in whatever we do. Without this, we will not move forward in any way. So when it comes to identifying what your why is, please, along the line, I don't know what is wrong with my network, but if you don't hear me or see me, just put 0 in the chat column so that I know where I am. So we all, as I said before, we all come from all sort of backgrounds, and all those things could help us identify what our why is. Some of us, okay, someone is saying they can't hear me. Can you all hear me? But I can see the video showing. Please check your network. Okay, okay, so you can hear me. Wonderful, wonderful. So it's very important to know where we come from. I can't come and tell you what your why should be. There may be someone here who doesn't know what we are even talking about. What is your why? Having a why is having a compelling reason. Having what will always take you back to a point in life that will always spur you on to greater heights. That is a why for you. Finding a reason that will always draw your mind back to something you've experienced, or it could be something that is happening now, or it could be something that is happening you think will happen in the future. It could be what become your source of why. There are people who have parents that are languishing in poverty somewhere. They are okay where they are. they will call them what? Middle income earners. But when they go back home and see where their parents lie, it could be health reasons, it could be financially, they are not happy. That could become what? Someone's why. It could be your children. They could be going through something that you wish that you had more to take them out. It could be your siblings or even your neighbors. There are lots of things that we could get a reason or why our whys from. At times, experiences we go through. We might have gone through an experience not mainly because of our pain. It could be because of others' pain. People have empathy for people so that when they meet people who are in that difficulty, they feel it's like them. And if those people are not free, they themselves won't be free. Some of us here could say we are okay in life. Yes, some people say, "Oh, I have a place to sleep, I have a house to sleep in, I have food to eat, I'm okay." But the fact that when they go to bed, what keeps them awake is maybe their neighbors or someone that is having difficulty. They wish they could help, but the there is not there. Especially what is happening in the economy in Africa. It is so difficult to even take care of yourself, to even think of others. But because you have that deep earning, deep pain of helping people, it doesn't go away because you don't have money. It will still linger. And the only way to do that is to help those people. It could become your why. It could become your reason. It could become your purpose to help those people. Those are some of the places we can get our whys from. At times, it could be that you want to do something big for your village. Because the fact is that all we can do to keep our name on the lips of people is to helping others. The only way you can have a very, very big legacy is to help others. Look at all the names you can think of. Every big name that people have died, Martin Luther, our first president of Ghana, look, it's because he decided to go out of his own comfort and help others. That is how come their names still ring on the lip of others. And the only way we can extend that legacy, our name as legacy, is to help others. And when we start doing that, it gives joy that of it's like it's extend beyond our even life. We live multiple times when we try to help others, and that could be a source of why for anybody. It could be who, it could be a person you want to help. That person, anytime you see that person, to me it's my grandfather. Anytime I see my grandfather or I hear anything about him, I feel I should build a whole world for him. That's what keeps me going, because he has given me a lot in life. One day when I write my autobiography, people will get to understand some of these things. He is my who, and he's become my why. So you can decide that it's not why, but your who. Anytime your mind goes on to that person, you want to do something special. Or it could be where maybe your dream is to go and live at a particular area in life in your lifetime. Change your location to that could be what? Your source. That could be your reason. It's a compelling reason, actually. Then when? It could be time bound. We are limited by time. You've heard about this opportunity and you are just trying to see if it will work, how long will it take, all those things. But no one knows what will happen tomorrow. That is what should make us become serious, because you don't know what can happen tomorrow. It could not be you. It could be that what you are being demanded to help someone. And if you are able to have that means, that person's life will be saved. That is why we don't need to joke about this at all. Because time is limited for everybody. The only thing that we have control of is now, this very moment. The next minute, we don't know what will happen. Tomorrow, we don't know what to happen. Next week, we don't know what will happen. So when could be your what? Your purpose. So you do everything with vim, vigor, and everything with energy, so that you get everything out of that moment. That you don't look back and regret that you wasted your time trying to joke around, trying to find out if it's true or not, when it's very important in our lives. Then the why, I've spoken about it. Your reason, it could be your reason. And how you go about it, that one, it doesn't even matter. Where they said, when your why is big enough, how to do it is not the problem. It's not the problem. When we find our why, how we will get there doesn't become a problem at all. So this is the least that you should even think of when you are thinking of what? Your why, your reason, your purpose. This is the least you should think of. So all of us, we go through challenges. We might have gone through challenges in our past. We might be going through challenges now, and there's no guarantee. Tomorrow there could be what? Challenges that are waiting us. And the only thing you can do is what? Prepare yourself as much as possible in the moment. Take control of what you can, and you can actually carve your why based on these challenges that we are going through right now, or whatever will come. We could find our why from that. If you don't have any one now, decide you are having challenges with at your workplace, with your spouse, with your family. This could become your why. Focus on that. Don't look at any big thing. No. If maybe you've been without food for maybe the past few days or something, you could tell yourself that this will never happen to you. It could be your small why, and through that you build on it. If you don't know how to build a big why, start from that. You had gone through some challenge today, decide that you will never go through that. This could be your why. And we'll look at why you need this. If you have this, if you've identified this in your life, I can assure you there are a lot of things that you realize that it will be useful with as you go along. So your why could be in your past, it could be your current situation, or it could be what? Something that will happen in future. We government workers in Ghana, for instance, we know that after 60 years, our major stream of income as salary workers gets reduced to the barest minimal point when we need even money more. You could be 30 years now, you think it's too far, but I can assure you it's so close. Before you realize you are so close. That could be a why for you. That when you get there, you won't panic, because a lot of people who have occupied some position die within 5 years of leaving position because they were not prepared enough to be able to take care of themselves during that period. So you realize that they get there and they realize that life is so difficult. They can't manage what they have. The people that they used to have around them that were raising them like kings and queens are no more there. They become miserable, and what? Before, within a short time, you realize that they die because they haven't built the network around them that is strong enough that when they leave those positions, these people and the enjoyment they were experiencing will still continue. This could be your why. So that right now that you are strong, you are young, you could not end up like that. Someone's story can become your why. It could be that it's not you. We are all in professions that we know how it will end. Seeing someone going through that process could be a lesson for you. And through that, you can pick it as your why and decide that what you will not experience that thing in your life ever. You will never allow it to happen, and you start taking action now. When you have that, it will pave a way for you. It will direct your path in so many ways. So now, let's say you identify your why. Right now, wherever you are, said what? Are you really happy or just comfortable? I was talking to one mate of mine. He was actually a photographer when we were in school, and a very good one at that. And after we finished school, he concentrated on the nursing and was just doing his job, rose through the ranks. And I told him he stopped the photography that he could have been doing. And I asked him, I was surprised that he actually stopped because he was getting salary. He thought he has arrived. He told me that I am rushing too much. He has built his house and that's all. I said, really? Then you are being selfish. So you don't want to help others around you. He was feeling comfortable. He did, yes. There was no hunger in him. He thought he was satisfied. So he was at the comfort zone. He could have used that. That was before this thing had come. So after talking to him about it, then he himself felt bad because he was saying that that's over almost 25 years. He would have become big in that industry because he had a lot of customers. He would have built a legacy business for his family through that. But he was at the comfort zone. A lot of us, that's where we are right now. We are just comfortable. The dreams we had as children are lost. We don't even remember them. Just because it seemed so difficult for us. But if we had held on to that, it would have been a compelling reason for us to start moving. And from your comfort zone, where do you go? Yes, right now I said have a why. If you decide to have one, you realize that the next thing that comes, it doesn't matter what age you are, fear will come. Can I do this? Look at me at this age. Can I be doing this? Those are some of the fears that will be going through our minds before we even tell people. But if we are able to break through that fear, then we would focus on learning it. Learning. And when we learn, it makes it grow in our minds. This type of community we are building it on what? On knowledge, gaining knowledge. And a lot of people who are getting caught up with it, they are becoming excited because the more you learn, the more possibilities you see in our lives. And as you learn, what you realize that people will start telling you, hey, you are changing. Oh. It means you started making them uncomfortable. If people start telling you, you are changing, know that your learning is being seen. You may not talk about it, but your actions how you talk, your mindset start changing, and people start sensing that. You don't need to go and start on the rooftop to talk about that. People will see it when you start changing. The growth starts showing. When you learn and you don't practice, that is when you don't see the growth. But when you learn and you put it into practice, then you enter the growth zone. You have a purpose now. You have a reason, a compelling reason to go forward, to go harder. And it is only through learning that you can achieve that. Right now, we are having difficulties on holding on to anything that will make us progress because we don't have knowledge. And the Bible says what? In Proverbs 29:18, it says what? Where there is no vision, people perish. If you don't have a vision, it means that you don't have an aim. So wherever you are called, you go. You'll be thrown through and fro. People will just be carrying you up and down. But if you have a why, a reason, you realize that you will keep going forward and forward because something is drawing you forward. We will find difficulties from all these arrows. These are us. Where do you identify yourself? Are you the one who's among the majority who sees a difficulty and stops? Or you are among those, when you see the difficulty, you still move forward? Sorry. Which one are you? Are you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Which one are you? Which of the arrows are you? Just put it in the chat column. Which of the arrows will you be? Which arrow will you identify with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't matter from which angle you are reading it from. Which number are you? 4. Samlin says he's 4. Boss Ellie says he's 4th. Boss Moses says he's 4th. Wow. Okay, so what are some of the obstacles that we will come across when we decide to go through? Every day you feel like quitting. Eh? The work will be the feeling or the tendency or this thing to quit will always be there. It doesn't matter what level you get to. That is when you get higher, you realize that it is not about the money. It is when we are beginning that we'll think that it is about the money. When the money comes, you realize that the purpose is more than the money. Focus on the purpose and not the money. Quitting, the feeling of quitting will always sneak up on us. But it doesn't mean, it's just like if you feel like killing someone, will you kill? Yes, everybody is saying that they are 4th. Yes, it is when the difficulty comes and you overcome it, that's when we'll see whether you are the 4th or not. So we are all here. We will see whether you are truly in 5 years' time. Would we identify you as the 4th or the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd? Decide that you will always be the 4th. That is when. So I said what? One of the difficulties or the challenges that you may face or the walls you may face is the tendency to feel like quitting. If you feel like it doesn't mean you should succumb to it. Then doubts, you yourself, the doubt is not only from people. I want to assure you that whatever business you are building, 80% of success or failure happens in your mind. If you are able to overcome that in your mind, nothing in this world can take you off. I can assure you. So, what is your mind telling you? Sorry. My network, all the networks decided to cut me off. Sorry. It's Ghana we did. Unfortunately, all the network just threw me off like that. We have to become very rich so that what we can buy our own fiber optics to Ghana. Maybe that is why we need to do this thing really hard and do very well in it. Anyone still on the call? If you can see me, please, I beg, just put one in the chat column so that I don't feel like I'm here alone. Ghana network can trick you seriously. Oh, thank you, boss lady. Thank you, doc. Thank you, boss total 50 Polish. Thank you. They made me. These are some of the things that we have to go through, but we will survive. They've even taken my mind off what I was saying. If you are following, please can you help me out in the chat column to get back on track? Coach. Oh, you can't hear me? Really? Let's see. Wow. Can't you still hear me? Can you hear me now? Please put one in the chat if you can hear me. Because my mic is on. Oh, okay. Wonderful. I saw someone say that they can't hear me. Wonderful. Thank you. So let me get back so that we stay on track. Please remind me where we were. So I was talking about the difficulties you might come across as you go. So I said what? There may be doubts. Yes, I said what? 80% of the success or the failure of your business happens in the mind before you start seeing it physically. It actually happens in the mind. The doubts, I often tell people, if people are doubting you, it's because you believe in the doubts that they are doubting in you. So you held on to their doubts now, because it doesn't matter what others say until you accept what they are saying. That is why we would have to guide and guard our minds. Personally, I've stopped watching news because if one of negative news comes, you need 10 of positive news to counter it. I don't know about it. That's what happens to me. So I won't even listen to it for anyone to give me anything negative. I'm guarding and protecting the mental space I have. That's the only way, that's the only control I have. That is the only way I can control myself of being optimistic. We are in the midst of the negative. Naturally, negatives come in floods if you allow it. So if you are able to protect your mind from that negative, I can assure you, some people are still saying they can't hear me. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Or my network is gone again? Okay. So, yes, someone can hear me. So I'm still on track. Thank you. Thank you. Then let's go on. Please check your network. Check your network. It could be from your end, not from me. So please sort it out. Okay, let's go on. So I was saying that we need to protect our minds. We need to be optimistic naturally. And that's the only way you'll be attractive. The world is full of too much darkness. So if you too you are full of gloom, no one will be drawn to you. People need people who are hopeful, people who are optimistic, so that they can overcome the difficulty, the challenges they are facing in their life. If you decide to be in this industry, I'm not saying that you won't feel down. You won't, but you don't allow it to overcome you. And it is doubting that holds our legs back. If you doubt, you can never see anything hopeful. You can never move forward. So it's very important we know that. Then I said our teammates. Yes, at times we will be put off by the actions from our teammates. This is one thing that I've learned from my years in this industry. To be emotionally detached is very important. Otherwise, you always get broken hearts. People you look up to, at times they may not be in the good mood and you approach me. Anything can happen. They are still human beings. And we may become disappointed by something they do, but that shouldn't be your reason. Having a strong why will help you overcome that. You realize that they are not your source of inspiration, or they are not the reason why you are doing this thing, and you will move forward. So teammates, sidelines, uplines, downlines may disappoint you. People will betray you in this industry. Be open for that. Move forward. A soldier falls and gets up and runs forward. It doesn't matter the number of times you fall, you would have to move forward. You would have to be tenacious. You would have to persevere to be able to hold this. Then what? Competition. You always have competition. The fact is that the people you know, others know them. And the one with the best competitive edge will win those people. So know that you have competition, but the competition you should be looking out for is with yourself. Don't look at other people. Compete with yourself. Measure yourself by yourself, not others. This is the most peaceful way to live in life. If you measure yourself by others, you may be flawed because you don't know where they are getting a lot of things from. So look at yourself. Last year, how you were, how have you improved? That should be your best competition. And if you have a strong why, this will keep pushing you forward. Then what? If you are not earning, it shouldn't be the reason why you should stop. A strong why will tell you that yes, you may not be earning well now, but if you keep on doing what you are supposed to do, one day, whatever income you want to earn will come. Forward. And the worst of all, the ogapata is ourselves. The enemy don't say to others, we can say to ourselves. Oh, yes, we insult ourselves. Words we can't speak to others, we tell ourselves, and that is very is having a strong why. If you have a strong why that you are emotionally attached to, then you can look back and say, I'll tell you something. Yes, it comes from yourself. Yourself, your future self. How do you envisage your future self? Me. Great. The reason why I always picture myself at 60 years. How would I look like? So those who have been looking, trying to find out how come I'm, because I look at myself at 60, how would I be? at 60. That is what keeps popping in my head. Anytime I feel like not exercising, this is the picture I see in my head. 60 years, how will I look like? Whatever this business you are doing, your future self, how do you want to be like? Let that picture be what? I don't know, carved in your mind. Hmm? It should be planted in your mind's eye, how you want to be like. Whatever difficulty you are going through, you may not be having peace of mind. Having a strong why to have a peace of mind, you know what to make you peaceful. You can carve your why from that. Your spiritual self, spiritually, how do you want to be like? Your why you can have many whys in life actually, for many aspects of your life. Then the second group will be from the family. How do you want your parents to be like? Write it down, state it down, write it, let it be in writing, because that's the only thing that will keep your head up. Your siblings, how do you want to be them to be like? Your family situation you are in, your children, how do you want them to be like? Those are the various areas you can carve your what, your whys from. Then your friends, what are the friends you may have? Maybe you want to help your friend, how do you want to help them? Your work colleagues, these people, they should push you. People who laugh at you, people who doubt you. At times when you achieve the self and those things, what will keep you going are these people, your friends, your work colleagues, your doubters, because you have to always keep it on to so that what, they won't keep laughing at you or whatever. It helps motivate you to keep going for more. Then what? To be able to do this, you have to draw your dream board. Unfortunately, I don't have my dream board digitally, and it's in the house. Unfortunately, I'm in school now, I didn't carry it, but it is etched in my mind. Draw a dream board that you should wake up every day and see. This is someone's dream board. This is the picture here. Dr. K-Way have been there, Maldives. This is how it looks like. Some of us, we are now thinking of going there. It could be part of your dream board. I'm in school now. One of it is to graduate. I'm already married. Some of you may not be married. It could be on your dream board. Some of you want to go to school. It could be. Some of us want to give birth to more children. It could be. So we could have all this, our children to go there, our talents to develop. It could be on our dream board. When you say dream board, it's something that you put the pictures or things that you are hoping to have in future on a card or a paper or whatever, that you put it at a position you can always be seeing. Anytime you wake up, you see it. It spurs you on to go higher. We need dream boards. It helps us keep us focused to keep doing what we are. Anytime in times that what we are down, we go and look at it and it spurs us on keep doing. When we are going through pain, that's what keeps going, pushing us forward. These are the things that what we need to do. So now our time is almost an hour. So at times, sorry, my, just a minute. I'll end right now. Okay, so right now, We all have, as you've identified your why, it's time to start working on it. It is so important that we focus on it, and anytime we are facing difficulty, this is what should spur us on those dark days that we don't feel like getting up, we don't feel like doing anything. This is what should, Evelyn, come on. This is what should help us focus on what we are doing, so that when we don't feel like doing it, we would keep moving forward for it, because that's the only way we can see our dreams becoming physical. Difficulties will come, challenges will come, but it is only these things that will hold us to ransom. It's not about anybody watching us. You are doing it for yourself, and that is the strongest soldier you can hold on yourself. That is your strongest judge you can actually hold on yourself. If you identify your why and decide to go after it. Yes, I'm seeing all those beautiful chats, but I'm using multiple browsers, and it's just, I wish that I could show, or I'll try and read all of this as we come to a close. Beautiful submissions being given. Wow. Wow. I can see Boss Lady Laura said our when and opportunities are time bound. Move now, grab the opportunity now. That's wonderful. Opportunity come but once. Boss Sam's link. Yes, I can see your chat. Boss Abdullah, time is limited for everyone. We only have now. This is the time we can take. This is the this is my time I take home. Oh, okay, this is what you take home. I'm now getting it. Okay. So now I said what you should start now. You have your why now. So decide to work on it. Decide to work on it. And at the end of it all, when we achieve all our aims, then we can say that yes, it is through this that we did it. Thank you for holding it despite all my challenge, my network challenges. Yes, you still held on, and I hope that the next time the network won't beat me as I should. Boss Ellis, thank you for being on throughout. Yes, Prof. KOA has been so helpful for us. He's one person that is full of energy. At times I wonder where he gets his energy. Ever since I've known him, he's been like that, always having the energy to push people on. When he's even down, you see that what he's inspiring us on. When you empower yourselves like that, you realize that challenges don't push you down. It doesn't matter what people throw at you. Start now, focus on why you started this. You saw this thing and it sparked something on you. Remember to hold on continuously, and as you do that, you realize that things become open for you. You can also be able to motivate people. When you start doing things right, you motivate others around you, and you realize that life become a reason to live. Thank you so much for this, and please let's work on our dream boards. In case you're having difficulty in it, approach any of the leaders who teach you how to do it right, so that what before you realize all of them will be fulfilled actually. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. See you on Wednesday. Wednesday, we have a powerful one. Come and learn how to do three-way calls or third-party credibility. We will be having our awesome, wonderful Dr. Hansen to present to us. So please be ready to listen. Come and learn how to do third-party credibility. God bless you. Have a good night. Thank you. Oh, my